Magical flying hammers may make for great weapons in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but according to Chris Hemsworth's wife, they don't make for great house decor. Most actors like to take home a piece of memorabilia from the sets of their films, like small props or a piece of clothing to remind them of a special time in their life or an important character they played. If you're the god of thunder, however, your eyes are firmly affixed to your faithful hammer, Mjolnir.
Mjolnir? What's Mjolnir?
Thor, whom Hemsworth has played in the Marvel Cinematic Universe since the release of, well, Thor in 2011, is known to wield Mjolnir at all times in combat, making frequent use of a deadly swing that could knock even the Hulk out of his boots. If the Green Monster wore any, of course. The enchanted weapon has certainly proven useful on screen for both combat and for just getting around, and Hemsworth has apparently taken a huge liking to it in real life, bringing several of the prop hammers home with him after wrapping films in the MCU. While the Aussie actor loves having them around, his wife, model, and actress Elsa Pataky has reached her limit on the prop in their home, so much so that she's imposed a strict rule. Hemsworth absolutely has to quit swiping hammers from set. Speaking on the Australian radio show Fitzy and Whipper, Pataky shared that her husband has snatched not just one prop Mjolnir.
How many hammers do you have?
About 5.
5 hammers?
Now, don't get us wrong, Mjolnir is an epic weapon to wield, but that's an awful lot of hammers for people in the house to trip over. Especially considering, some mere mortal can't just lift it up and move it over a few inches, unless they're also wielding America's ass, that is. Yeah, you know what we're talking about. Jokes aside, Pataky also explained that she and Hemsworth have regular arguments about where the props are and aren't allowed to go in the house. She dished, "He always picks the best places in the house," and I'm like, it's not going there. We have 5 of them. Like, seriously, no. Of course, Thor would want his trusty Mjolnir close at hand at all times, so Hemsworth wants to make sure the hammers are prominently displayed all over the couple's Australian home in case of emergency. Or maybe in case he needs a last-minute gift. Remind us which year is the enchanted Asgardian hammer anniversary? We also can't imagine Pataky would have been any happier if her husband brought home Thor's second weapon. Stormbreaker, the giant battle axe Thor helps forge after his sister Hela destroys Mjolnir in Thor Ragnarok, is just a tad bigger than the hammer. So here's hoping Pataky hasn't had to find a space for this significantly larger weapon in the house. Unfortunately for Pataky, the flow of hammers isn't likely to stop flowing anytime soon, despite her ban. Hemsworth is set to appear as Thor again in Thor Love and Thunder, which is set for release in November 2021. Though Pataky has put her foot down and warned him not to bring more hammers home, Hemsworth seems like the cheeky type who might want just one extra prop. And Pataky just might have to find space for more of her husband's very unique brand of decor. Thor Love and Thunder will see a new hero rise up to take the mantle and powers of Thor. The God of Thunder's former love interest, Jane Foster, played by Natalie Portman, is set to make a return to the MCU, after seemingly quitting for good following 2013's Thor The Dark World. In the upcoming flick, fans will get to see Jane wield Mjolnir when she becomes the mighty Thor. Hopefully for Pataky, Portman will be the one taking the hammer home this time around. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about the Marvel Cinematic Universe are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.